matchup. Raydish has been playing out of his mind, I mean, really all season long. Really is falling into his place in that Red Raptor position with those boots and orb. And we're going to see how Guichabou is going to be able to take care of that today, because no matter if the score is 10-2 between these guys, it is a 0-0 right now on the scoreboard.
And we have two, like, underrepresented Legend Masters here, with Raydish coming in on the side of the Red Raptor and Guichabou coming in the side on the Lin Fei. Like, not a lot of other people, basically nobody else. And nobody else at this level is playing really either of these Legends. Even though people are moving on to Orb, it's like Java's playing Dusk. Can't remember, oh, like Yu's is playing Fate. There are other players playing Fate as well, but Guichabou saying, Orb, be darned, I have a cannon and I'll take you across the stage. I see your string potential and I raise you mine.
Yeah, both of these weapons for sure, definitely having that stream potential. And Raydish is going to be the first one to strike in game number 1, taking that stock off of Guichabou, and has some health to work with here. He's going to be looking to put in that bonus damage, get a little bit of that extra credit, and try and extend this lead that he is sculpting out for himself here in this opening game.
There's the recovery, looking for the KO. Not going to happen yet. Even if he found a second one, I don't know if that would do it. Big ground pound. Could be setting up. Oh, he almost picked that up, which could have potentially been the stock, given that Guichabou didn't touch.
That was a great string there from Guichabou, just juggling his way up all the way to the right side of the stage and finishing it up with a perfect knockout. Guichabou reaching over with that Sair and that recovery, barely missing Raydish both times. Raydish now has those boots. See if he's going to be able to rack up that damage. That neutral stick is so good. Cannot believe that was enough momentum to knock out, but it did indeed get the job done. And Raydish very comfortable here at the final moments of game number 1.
Oh, got the dodge as well. Recovery's the other direction to make sure he can get back to the platform. He doesn't get too big for his britches there. He still remains safe. Oh, gets away from that down air as well. He fast falls down to get over to the wall, and Guichabou goes back to the main platform. Almost picked up the signature again. Dude, Raydish almost picked up something huge there. He already has Guichabou on final stock in KO damage. Thought he could just rip the raw side signature there. Come on, bro. You're on the wrong weapon for that one. If you were on the orb, we might have told a different story.
I will be real. That side sig on boots, bro. You can catch him. You can catch him sleeping pretty often on it. I mean, I don't know if I would test that theory against Guichabou here, but that hitbox definitely extends a lot further out than you would expect off the animation. Guichabou are going to send Raydish way out, trying to confirm the stock. Not enough. Raydish has the options, but that dare is going to get rid of all of them and send him off to the bottom of the stage. But Raydish, just a one good side light Sair from taking Guichabou out of game number 1 here. Or maybe just a Sair. Nope. Definitely going to need that side light first.
Wow, I thought there was going to be the attempt for a greater punish on the landing, but again, like, it's Raydish playing safe.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do anything. All he has to do is wait. Like, he can pick his opportunities. He can pick his battles. Yeah. It's like when you have a girlfriend, right? You got to pick your battles. You can't go in every single time. Sometimes you got to sit back and say, yes, honey, you're correct. I was wrong.
You're speaking to my heart, Sparky. You're speaking to my heart. Speaking of which, Raydish, we're going to see him confirm that final stock. A little down sig with the bird foot to celebrate. And 7 signatures from Guichabou with a 14% accuracy. I feel like he did a little better against Bunny when it came to throwing those signatures out there.
Definitely. Definitely. Not only like just hitting them, but like even throwing them out as like a threat.
Right.
He didn't have that many times where he could just like throw the D-Sig out as like that zoning opportunity when he has cannon, just like over the corner, just because it's free when you're in that power position.
Raydish?
What happens if I do this?
That you just did a bunch of clips.
Sorry, Sandwich. You put the button out here. I have ADHD. You expect me not to push it? That's on you. We're getting into game 2 here. Raydish already up 1-0. Guichabou, he wanted to recover so high. He's done that a few different times throughout, and he ends up getting punished on that one because Raydish saw it coming. He knew what was happening, and he found the GC neutral signature to get the KO off the top of very early KO.
Oh, Raydish doing a really good job to extend this lead here, throwing his weapon away, hoping to catch Guichabou with it, but now he's just running. The gods of Valhalla blessing him with that weapon drop right there, letting it right back into action. Oh, Guichabou, he connected on that signature that time, though. Raydish, though, with the big dare coming back down the stage.
I knew it was coming. I wouldn't have been able to, like, nail the timing on it. I would have known it was coming and been like, I know it's coming. I got this. And I would have gone straight into it. It's never not funny to see someone just like straight up not move and sit there. Bunny was doing that a little bit earlier today as well. Like her movement was so goofy and messing up your timing and overall flow. Great weapon toss up in case Raydish wanted to throw something down there. Picks up the signature there, gets the KO, almost full stock lead here.
That was kind of close there for Raydish. That hitbox kind of doesn't pick up right there. You can't be stacked on top of him. And that was real close to just passing right through Guichabou. Guichabou gonna finish up with that Sarah.
Oh,
yes.
He didn't touch. I really thought he touched there. He did a great job of delaying his movement, right? Like every single hit that Guichabou got, it wasn't like hit, jump, hit, jump, hit, jump. He was taking the hits. He knew he wasn't super damaged, so if he just held off and was patient, he can make his way back, but he still got caught and didn't touch the wall.
Raydish catching that landing with the neutral light. Continuing to get some good strikes from these boots, catching another landing from Guichabou.
Nice.
Ooh, that was a very confident ground pound off the side. Guichabou doing a great job shutting that down and working the momentum back over to the left side, trying to come up with that D-light. Couldn't find anything from it, though. Raydish just...
Ooh, that was so close.
I know, just standing in spot, just throwing out those light attacks. Oh no, big punish coming from Raydish. No, only getting a two-piece off of it. Opting to go back and pick up that weapon. His Guichabou floating off the stage, baiting that recovery, and Raydish fell for it. Oh my goodness, there we go. He's gonna tie it all up. A 101 going to the game number 3.
Dude, that weapon toss on the right that he threw over his head, it's identical to the weapon toss he did on the left. So that's like a muscle memory thing. That's like this is part of my game plan, no matter what Raydish is doing. Because before, Raydish was like way over on the wall, didn't even throw anything out. So it's not like he was reacting to anything when he threw it. It was just, in case this happens, I'm going to throw this up. It's relatively safe that I can pick it back up. So this is only a net benefit for me. And then when he did it again on the right and Raydish thought he could come in with the instant attack, it was already there. It was already built into the game plan to throw that up there, whether Raydish is going to do anything or not. And because of that, it ended up saving him.
Look at that second stock. That graph on that second stock on the graph has a little bit to tell. Not a whole lot of output or longevity on that stock. And here we go, all tied up. They have been blessing us in the top 4 with some very close sets thus far, and it is looking like we're going to continue that pattern, continuing into the rest of this set. Raydish still picking up those boots. Looking for a good opener on Guichabou, but Guichabou is the one that finds it, juggling up with the nairs, whiffing the next two, but still being able to pick it up. Oh my goodness. That Sair would have knocked out, bro, but he could not find it. Raydish was able to duck underneath it, throwing that weapon away again, and gonna get a nice little punish, and the orb is gonna drop into his hands, but Guichabou with the grab to cancel signature could have sent Raydish out here, and what a lead Guichabou has got for himself so far.
That start for Raydish was like basically everything was the worst thing that possibly could have happened to him. Is Guichabou took the first 2 weapons, so Raydish was at weapon disadvantage and took a bunch of damage. Then Raydish picks up a weapon, but it's boots. The weapon he doesn't want in that moment. Takes a bunch of damage because of it. Then he finally picks up a weapon, it's his orb, that's the one he wants, and then all of a sudden he gets taken out. So everything went Guichabou's way and everything went wrong for Raydish in the beginning of this game. So he's gonna have to fight back from a huge deficit.
Yeah. Looking pretty rough indeed, but we've seen Raydish do it time and time again in the past. Ooh, that recovery, if he could have caught that, it would have been huge for him. Guichabou unarmed. I thought that.
Dude, people are figuring that out. It's not as effective against a lot of different opponents now for Raydish the way it was previously.
That drop used to catch people off guard for sure. But especially when you're at this caliber of gameplay, you're not going to get those cheap hits like that. Guichabou catching the entry from Raydish back on the stage. Oh, the double pump. Couldn't get it, though. Weapon throw up. Raydish is going to throw a dare down to punish. No, opting to go ahead and hold his options. Sairing Guichabou off the side, tying the stocks up. But he's got to continue this forward momentum to be able to get Guichabou back to equal.
About 100 damage behind. This map is like really hard to weapon starve on, just because everything's so compact that like wherever it throws the weapon down, especially depending on the timing of like the spawn, it's very easy for the opponent to get over to it. We're not playing on like giant maps where it's going to spawn all the way on the right side or all the way on the left side, and the person with the weapon advantage has the chance to go over and get it.
That was a good option from Guichabou. A nice read off of that signature, and going to send a Raydish up to the top. Guichabou has got himself hit. No, it's not going to work again. Dude, Guichabou, no.
The dragon's still floating in the air, and he turns around and does a D-light.
That is a wild. Guichabou, like, threw away so much damage right there, letting Raydish really get back into a possible position here almost against this Linfei, staying out of the way of the ground pound. Nice reversal, and that was enough. Just a little tap on top of the head. And Guichabou, I'm sure he is wishing he did not throw out those signatures like that now.
Was looking for the neutral light, hoping Guichabou was going to dash back in after getting hit by the first one. Out came the instant neutral light after that. They're just playing the neutral back and forth. They're going to those 45-degree angles. Dares from Raydish, dares from Guichabou as well. Even that neutral signature really also coming in at that 45-degree angle, this time from below instead of above. Tried to land with a down air, but gets caught. Okay, there's a two-piece, three-piece. Doesn't get the D-light in the right direction. At that point, you're just guessing, but hits the down signature and gets the KO. Guichabou now up 2-1 in this set. We're about to head into game 4.
Playing so well. You know, you've talked about it a couple times about we look over the season, and Guichabou has been on that come up, and Raydish has slowly been dropping down.
He's cooling down a little bit, right? He's cooling down. It's like after you run a marathon. Maybe your time was great, but you need that cool down.
Muscles cramping.
You're gonna knock out.
Right? Yeah. 0% accuracy off of those Raydish signatures. Here we go. Game number 4, Raydish on his tournament game against Guichabou. Guichabou trying to make that a 10-3 lifetime against Raydish right here, and he is well on his way, but Raydish doing what he does, and he is waking up on that orb and putting on massive damage onto Guichabou right now.
The chase is on.
Answer back. There we go. Guichabou answering back. Getting back on stage, but Raydish is right there to catch it. Another Sayer. Okay, he said no. Guitars.
Yep.
Guitars.
Give me something that I don't have to like spam attacks with as like Raydish is coming after me and I'm going, oh, please, it's a neutral light. Let me hit him with a Sayer. Please, just get away from me, man. Something that gives him a lot lower startup time. He does still end up falling when he had the Katars in his hand, so that means he's going to grab this cannon right here. There's the side light. He picked it up super high, which is why you saw him really go for that jump side air, that really high side air because of where he picked up. Good job getting away from it. Raydish didn't like get overly too hasty where he's like, ooh, he did the signature. I have to punish. Like, no, he was like, it ain't gonna happen right here, especially because you're able to fast fall down after that because you went it off stage, and then now you're on the wall. Whoa!
Oh my goodness. And Raydish was just standing there too.
I don't know why, but that charge up animation like looked like an Isaiah side cannon. I was like he's gonna start moving forward. He's gonna fall into this, dude.
It wasn't just me, okay. Because I thought he was getting ready to walk right off the stage with it.
Linfei's about to bring out the Gatling gun. When did she get this, man? Did Darth Maul give it to her? I don't think they had that.
Oh, man. Guichabou efficient here. He needs to confirm the stock off of Raydish. He has the opportunity to close this set out, but it is slowly falling away from him here. His Raydish is cooking on this boots. Pressure on, weapon throw to the face. Bye-bye. Guichabou on his game stock, and it looks like we might get a game 5 out of this.
Look, when you're right, you're right. Mr. Slow-Mo, I will give you credit when you are right.
It doesn't happen very often. But when it does, I like to receive credit for it.
Good, right?
Yeah, I like a little attaboy, a little pat on the back, you know what I mean? Oh,
man. Raydish is going to fall for that. He has a stock to play with.
He's got a couple stocks to play with, let's be real.
Guichabou is now halfway through final stock. That little stutter step, I mean, this is just something maybe you just felt like you had to do. A taunt would have been a little bit wild after that.
Nice Sayer bringing Raydish back down to ground, but Guichabou doing a really good job here, getting in that power position and doing what he does best. But Raydish getting a nice reversal. Trying to come on stage. No, can't find it. Guichabou reaching up. No good. Lots of whiffing. Lots and lots of misses here in the center of the stage, but we're trying to bring it back together. Guichabou, nice couple catches. Oh, the down sig going off the stage. I think he might have hit Casper with that one. Maybe not.
Okay. Not high enough. There's the recovery off the top. Almost enough to do it. One more will. Tried to find the falling side air there to make contact. Going off stage would be very reckless for Raydish at this moment. So you saw him just like, he put his presence known, but then backed up instantly.
Oh.
Nice. The exhausted recovery the other direction. We saw the first one come out so early. I was like, okay, is there going to be an exhausted recovery there? And we're going to game 5 here. Raydish versus Guichabou.
Orb recovery is so good.
It is. It's very, so very good. It's frustratingly good sometimes.
I mean, unless you're an orb player.
Hey, you just said it's good. We have you on the broadcast.
No, I misunderstood the question.
In
I'm sorry.
4K,
no, I misunderstood
you
the
said
question.
it.
Misunderstood
You said
the question.
It wasn't even like a is orb recovery good, and you said yes. You said orb recovery is good.
No, don't believe it.
He said it. You heard him say it.
He's gaslighting you guys into believing this, and it's not going to work. Guichabou, with the guitars in hand, chasing after Raydish. It all comes down to this. Who is going to fight the GOAT in Grand Finals?
And we're going to Demon Island here.
I like it.
Yeah, this is it's interesting to go like game 5 to a completely different stage after we were kind of sitting in the same spot for a while.
Oh my god, this is going to go down to the very last interaction. I'm feeling it right now. These guys are both know what's on the line. Both these guys, though, I mean, we're getting some nice little previews. I mean, both these guys, all of your top 3 locked in for the Royale in about a month. So these guys will be able to get some games against each other IRL here before too long.
One thing that could potentially be tough here is the vertical KOs in the up direction, of course, which Guichabou will be regularly looking for with the Qatar recovery, also with the cannon neutral signature. Raydish has been playing a lot of the vertical game here with the Nair juggles into the recovery KO off the top, so it might be difficult for him to find KOs off the top as well. But he's also, like, Guichabou has had success with the side signature on the Qatars, whereas, like, Raydish hasn't had too much success with his side signature. He got 1 KO with the boot, but he's also missed it several times, and the orb side signature is just like starting to not work as much. He really can't count on it as much as he used to be able to.
No, not at all. Guichabou's doing a fantastic job here, though. Extending this lead, another Nair. Oh my goodness, catching the landing off of Raydish, throwing it away, going to the guitars. Okay, Guichabou, I see you, bro. Weapon throw, Sair. Oh, where was the recovery?
That's what I was waiting for. That's the one I was waiting for. He was probably maybe a little bit too nervous to commit a single direction. Didn't think Raydish was going to stay stacked on top of him long enough, so he'd rather throw out something that like didn't use an in-air option in case he got caught.
Yeah. Got thrown off with a Sair, having to be able to have the options to get back up on stage. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, nice from Guichabou. Going to go and confirm on Raydish and 2-stock advantage.
Yep, that's huge.
On Raydish's Red Raptor right now. This has been a fantastic set. Back and forth, back and forth. The advantage like a teeter-totter. All 5 of these games. But it comes down to the final moments of this game, number 5, and Guichabou has a very definitive advantage here. Going up against Raydish, reaching up with the Nair, can't find anything. Guichabou catching the landing like an absolute boss.
Raydish needs to show us something here that like he has not shown us at all a single time today. Like he needs the miracle of all games here. We need miracle on Demon Island Street. If Raydish has any hope here to deal with Guichabou, the way he's been playing so far today, the damage build that he's getting, the D-Light, he goes for the recovery, fast fall down to get away from it. Okay, if he can confirm a KO here. He was looking for a hit after that. Okay, he gets the dodge in time. I think Guichabou was just being careful. He knows he could potentially lose a stock in orange to something potentially goofy like that. But yeah, Raydish wanted to continue after that side air. He knew that wasn't going to KO, so he used the active input to ride along with Guichabou so he could find that final KO move after that.
Guichabou unarmed. Now he has those guitars, though. All comes down to this. Raydish has to be so careful. He has to play absolutely perfect for a whole nother stock. That Sair. Okay, everything is a step in the right direction, though. As long as he can get damage output off.
For a raw jump side air.
He's desperate. And desperation will get you knocked out by the cannon. 610 damage coming off of the Lin Fei from Guichabou. And, man, that was a hard-fought win for Guichabou's Lin Fei. But I do not envy him for the challenge he is about to face up against.
Yep.